Graphing a system of linear inequalities. A system of linear inequalities has several inequalities to graph and determine which region satisfies all of the inequalities in the system. The white region is where the solutions are for the entire system. In prior classes, it may have been the overlapping shaded area. The example I'll work with says graph the system of linear inequalities. Y is greater than negative 2x plus 1 is the first one. So let's start with that. In y is greater than negative 2x plus 1, we can see the y-intercept is at 1, and our slope is negative 2 over 1. So I would start on the y-axis at positive 1, and I would go down 2 and over 1. And I would repeat that until I felt comfortable that I had the graph. Now I would notice that this should be a dashed line because it is just a greater than symbol. Now I need to use a test point to determine what side of the line to shade. I like to use the test point 0, 0 at the origin. As long as my line doesn't go through this, I can use the test point 0, 0. I take the 0 value and substitute it in for both x and y and see if I get a true statement. In this case, I would have 0 is greater than negative 2 times 0 plus 1, which will give me 0 is greater than 1, which is false. And in this class, we shade the false side. And since 0, 0 was false, I shade to the left of my line where 0, 0 is. Let's take a look at the second inequality. 3x minus y is greater than or equal to 3. I can see that my x-intercept is going to occur at 1, 0 because 3 divided by 3 is 1. The y-intercept is going to be 0, negative 3, for the reason that 3 divided by negative 1 is negative 3. This particular line is solid as we have a equal to as part of our inequality. Now I need to decide what side of the line to shade. Once again, I can use my ordered pair 0, 0. Substituting this into the inequality, I have 3 times 0 minus 0 is greater than or equal to 3. So I would get 0 is greater than or equal to 3. This is false once again, so I want to shade where my test point of 0, 0 was. I'm going to shade where 0, 0 was, which is to the left and above my line. The third inequality says y is greater than negative 2. This only has one variable in it, the letter y. I want to go on the y-axis to where negative 2 is and draw a horizontal line because it's just y. This is a dotted line because it's just greater than. Now I have to decide where to shade. I can either use the test point of 0, 0 and substitute 0 in for y and find out that it is true, which would tell me that I need to shade not where 0, 0 is, because I want to shade where things are false. I would shade below that horizontal dotted line. The other way, instead of using a test point for this one, is to recognize that the y values are going to be greater than negative 2 when it's true, which would be above the horizontal line. That's where it's true, and we want where it's false, so we want to be below the horizontal line. Let me put the shading in. Now we want to find the region where we have just the white color. The white region is where all the solutions are for our system of inequality. This is where all of the ordered pairs would make our inequalities true.